Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart, finding your purpose. Why? Because it took me a very long time to find my purpose. I found my purpose later in life, into my mid-late 30s, and I was still moving along on my path after I went through a spiritual awakening that propulsed me in a different direction. Today I'm very passionate about helping people and guiding them towards their own life mission. I think the last few months have been a time of perhaps going deep within and coming to certain realizations that you're maybe not on the right path, that maybe you're not so happy with your current job, and that you're looking for something more meaningful. We're all going through this awakening at a certain level, and maybe this was a time of reflection for you. So I'd like to share some tips and maybe some tricks to help you find your true life mission. The first thing I'd like to say is that it's never too late. There are icons that I follow on Instagram, fashion icons that started blogging in their 60s and who are totally rocking it. And it's never too late to do what you came here to do. You did not come here just to pay your mortgage. You have a mission. You have something that you came to contribute to this time. Particularly this time of great change. We all incarnated at this time of massive change. And so there's a reason why you're here. And maybe you're asking yourself why that is, and also wondering if this is a good time because we're bombarded with messages of fear from the media, and where there's talk about bankruptcies and recessions. So you might be thinking, yeah, I am looking to change my job, but is this a good time? If you are looking to go towards your life mission, it is never a bad time. The universe will always support you on your path. Doors will open magically out of the blue. People will show up unexpectedly and offer you opportunities, because that's the way the universe works. The universe is infinitely abundant, particularly when you realize what you came here to do, and particularly if it involves helping others. So here are some tips and tricks to find what your true mission is. The first thing that I always ask people when I give lectures, workshops, or conferences is to ask them, what is it that you do and where do you go when no one else is looking? What websites do you visit? Are you passionate about cooking? Are you passionate about sports, travel? That's a clear indication to me that there's a link between your passion and your mission. It's not necessarily the case. You could be passionate about vegan food or Italian food, and it doesn't mean you're going to become a chef necessarily, but always look at where you go. What kind of websites do you visit? And where is your heart being pulled? The second tip or indication is also, who do you admire? Who are the people on this planet that you admire greatly? Are they artists, writers? Are they sports athletes? Are they business people? Are they entrepreneurs? Maybe they're a combination of all of the above. So look at who you truly admire the most. And again, that will be an indication as to what your mission is. The third point is to look at a way to combine your passion with your background, your career. So let's say that you are an accountant. You've been an accountant your whole life, but you're thinking, I'd like to jazz things up. I'd like to change my life, go in a new direction. You could combine your passion and your career, your studies. So you could become an accountant in a field you're passionate about, whether it's representing artists, sports athletes. We all need help with our finances. Or it could be combining your love of travel with your business acumen. So you could start an online business regarding travel. So it's really a way for me, I think, to tell you that there are ways to combine what you've already done, you already accomplished in this life, with your passion. As an example, I practiced law for many, many years. I'm passionate about fashion, and I'm passionate about the environment. So I combined all of those things by writing novels about a lawyer who becomes a fashion investigator and who's passionate about protecting the environment. So I've combined all my passions with my books. And I think it it came through in my writing. People recognized that I knew what I was talking about, particularly the legal intrigues in the stories. And it's a way to just combine all of my passions. The same thing with eco-fashion and protecting the environment. Those are things that are very near and dear to my heart and have become my life purpose, my life mission. So see if you could combine what you've already done in this life with something that you're truly passionate about. The next tip is to look at your name. What does your name mean? I looked up Isabelle, and Isabelle is the French version of Elizabeth, which means connection to spirit, connection to God. And when I found that out, I nearly fell off my chair because that's what I've come to do. I've come to help people connect with their souls, with their spirits, and I'm very passionate about sharing spiritual teachings that I've learned along my own journey. My last name, La Flèche, which means the arrow in French, to me means that I'm here to point people in the right direction, the direction of their purpose, the direction of their dreams, to show them that everything is possible. So by looking at my name, I really can see what my life purpose is. It's been a very clear confirmation in my case, not an indication, but a confirmation. The next idea you can do is look at the numerology of your date of birth. By doing the mathematics, and you can look this up on Google, the numerology of your date of birth, you'll come up with numbers. And if you look up the meaning of those numbers, because numbers have meanings, you will see another sign. So in my case, I have 8, and I have 9, and I have 1. So all of that indicates to me that I'm a light worker. I've come to talk about consciousness and also abundance. So that's another sign. The another tip is to look at what you love to do as a child. So as a child, I loved to write stories. My grandmother would read them and she would encourage me to write more. So what is it that you love to do as a child, as a kid? I also love to organize events, concerts, talent shows. I love to be on stage and talking and entertaining people, which is something that I do through conferences now. So those are things that when I look back, I look at my childhood passions, I can clearly see a link with my life mission. I also loved to teach, and I used to play teacher in my basement, and my young brother would be my student, and I would just, pretend to teach him certain things. So clearly those were indications of where I was going as an adult. So I hope that these tips, these tricks are helpful to you, to help you point you in the direction of your passions. This is a time to listen to your intuition, to move forward with your dreams and why you came here at this time. I will never say it enough, or I will say it again. You are supported. The universe wants you to be abundant and wants you to shine, and it is never too late to do so. Thank you very much for listening. Again, I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.